Everybody, yeah, it is exactly 5 o'clock in the morning. Of course, I can't talk yet, but it is 5 o'clock with the official stove top clock. You heard of stove top stuffing? Well, we have the stove top clock. So that we are starting our 5 a.m. club. It is a little bit tough, but we're going to get after it. All the professionals, all the top people in the self-improvement, personal growth, business strategy, they're up early. Why not start at the 5 a.m. club? That's what I say. That's what the book says by Robin Sharma, which is the 5 a.m. club. Let me know if you're up early this morning. Obviously, if you're listening or watching, you are. Most of my friends and connections really are in Los Angeles, so it's 2 a.m. there. So most of them are probably deep sleeping. We're going to get the coffee going in the morning. I don't know if boy, I am sore today after yesterday. And all I did yesterday was my sprints, jump rope, and then I did a 5-mile walk. And Gracie, the kitty, is up, crying and saying hi, which is good. That way I have some company. So we're going to get the coffee rolling. You know, during the night, while you're breathing, you really lose a lot of water in your body. And so before I have coffee, I start with some water. This is just a small, it's a souvenir cup I got, Boca Raton. When the youngest son, the stepson, he showed me around the resort where he's employed on a yacht, but the yacht is in a marina at the resort, Boca Raton. Have a nice place. And so he was showing me around, got me a cup of water, and he says, oh, you get to keep that cup for a souvenir. So I don't have my normal 10-ounce glass of water. But so I think it's important to have water in the morning to replenish your body, even if you're a coffee drinker like myself. And I drink this Cuban coffee. It's, I think this one's Cuban. And it's Cafe Bustelo. I recommend it. It's actually an espresso coffee. So boom, you want it. It's going to really smack you in the morning. And so it's a very thinly ground coffee, but it gets the job done. But I like my coffee, and I've actually been drinking it black the last week or so. And if you drink coffee black, then you start to enjoy the actual taste of the coffee because you can actually taste it. You're not getting any sugar. And so we're going to do with 5 little scoops here. And I'm probably going to have 3 cups of coffee today. So I said no workout today, right? Because I hit the weights heavy 3 days ago, and then yesterday I said the sprints, jumping rope, and hey, thanks for joining. Hey, good morning. Who is up this early? This is too early for you. You never tasted coffee. Oh my goodness. Listen, I'll tell you the truth. I worked the midnight shift, midnight till 8 o'clock in the morning in upstate New York in the late 70s as a cop. And I never drank coffee, but I went out to Los Angeles where I worked the night shift, and then everybody met for coffee, right? Mid-shift or a couple hours in, or even at the beginning, we would meet at a location and have coffee. So it became a social thing with my fellow cops. And then, you know, that's what a lot of people still do today who aren't cops, right? They go to Starbucks, it's a little social thing. Let's go meet for a cup of coffee. And I guess a lot of times it could be habit, but a lot of people do develop a taste for coffee. And I do have a taste for it now. I do like it because then I drink it black. If you try different coffees, then you you'll develop a taste for the different coffees and what you like. Good morning. Hey, try the coffee. Hey, Lute, how are you? Hey, good. Hey, Lute, glad you. Hey, hi, how are you? Good morning this morning. I had it in my mind to be in the 5 a.m. club. I did not even set my alarm. What I did was I happened to go to the bathroom at 4:30, and then I have a guy here in Florida that I listen to in the morning. He's a political guy, and he starts his live stream for the radio show. Well, he does it on the way. So at 4:30, and he's on his way to get a cup of coffee at Starbucks before he goes to his radio station, where he live streams his radio show on YouTube. Brian Craig. He's very MAGA, so some people hate him. Some people like him. I do listen to him a lot of times in the morning just to catch up on what's going on. You know me, not a political show, but it is a new year. Things are going to be happening a little bit different probably this year. We're going to have the 250-year anniversary of the USA. There's going to be celebrations, things happening. We got the new mayor, Mamdani, in New York. We're going to see if there's going to be some changes there. The great new bill. Pay attention to what's going on, but I'm not a political. Matter of fact, I have a friend who sends me political stuff probably 7 times a day. He's a great friend, but there comes a time when I have to shut it off and stay on the path of what I'm doing, what I'm creating and connecting to you folks. But I am starting the year getting up early, 5 a.m. club. You guys are in the 5 a.m. club. All right. Oh, somebody does ice cold lattes. I'll tell you, in the heat of the summer, I sometimes do iced coffee. Iced coffee is really great. My wife, soon to be ex-wife, that's what she would do. She would actually go into a Starbucks, get a cup of coffee, regular, and a cup of ice, and then she would just pour the coffee into the cup of ice and make her own iced coffee. Why? I don't know, but that's a good way to do it. Thanks for the hearts, everybody. We are going to start this week. 5 a.m. club. Let's keep the rhythm going, the momentum going. And let's get our water. No matter if you don't drink coffee, drink your water in the morning. I did my Tony Robbins this morning, which is priming. He primes every morning. He does his physical. Hey, prime it. He moves his body the first thing in the morning. So the first thing, you're changing your physiology. And then, of course, I have a gratitude list. What am I grateful for today? So I'm already starting the mind in gratitude mode. No emails, no text in the morning, except for this morning I wanted to go live streaming with you guys, to show you I'm walking the talk. I cannot listen or take lessons from people. This is my weakness. From people who aren't either doing what they say or having already had the experience of what they're teaching or talking about. So I need people who are walking the talk. And so I want to do the same with you. And so this morning, got the coffee brewing, got the Cafe Bustelo. It is, let me know where you're at, what the temperature is. I'm in Florida. And even Brian Craig, the guy I listen to, he's in South Florida. It's 44 degrees where he's at. It's 42 right here. So we're in a cold spell. Now, Florida usually gets these cold spells a couple weeks out of the year, usually in January. And where I'm at in Central Florida, could be 3 weeks. But usually it's just a couple weeks where we get frigid temperatures, at least in the morning. I mean, yesterday it only got up to 55, but it was sunny and no wind where I am here. I'm 8 miles in from the beach now. And so when I was doing my sprints and jumping rope and walking in the park, it was bright sunshine, no wind. So it felt like 70, 75 degrees, but of course it wasn't. It was, I think it might have pushed near 60 yesterday. All right, listen, we're gonna get the year rolling. We got a live stream in right now with you and I. I'm gonna do a podcast later. I think it might be on Emile Coué's book on self-talk, autosuggestion. I mean, he was in the 20s, the French philosopher, doctor, who really healed people through self-talk, the things they were saying to themselves and the mantras that he created for them and documented healings that would occur. His main mantra was, every day in every way I'm getting better and better. And he had a theory and a philosophy, although he scientifically proved his healings by having his patients 20 times in the morning, every day in every way I'm getting better and better. Every day in every way I'm getting better and better. And then 20 times at night as you lay down to bed, he would have his patients do it. And then he documented the well-being of his patients after they did these things. So I might read from that book later today. Getting the water in, get your water in, get hydrated. I said I'm not working out today, but I am playing tennis today at 11 a.m. So that's going to be a lot of movement. I was talking about yesterday, and I've got to look up. There's several studies. They even put it on the tennis club marquee at time to time that playing tennis adds 7 to 9 years to your life. And they've done some studies where racket sports add years to your life. Hey, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I know I'm in the vertical live mode. People are jumping in and out of the shorts feed. And so you're probably not subscribers yet, but now you can join us, this crowd, which is not going to be a weak crowd this year. We're going to be a tough crowd, so don't join up and subscribe. That's free, but we're going to be putting out some positive content that's going to inspire, motivate, maybe enforce you to take some different actions. You're going to get different results. But playing tennis, why do these racquetball sports, why did they add years to your life? And I think I know why tennis would do it. Not just the movement, but what the brain has to do in calculations, analyzing. Where is the ball? Where is it coming? Is it going to my forehand, my backhand? How fast is it coming? How high? Where's it going to be? I got to move my body in unison with where that ball is going to be so I can be in a position to strike it. All these calculations that have to go on not only in your mind, but then your mind has to take those and put it together with a body movement to get in a physical position to hit the tennis ball. You can see where the mind is so engaged and focused that it would be just healthy for you, not just physically, but mentally at the same time. Another thing it does, it's almost like a meditation when you're playing tennis because you have to be, at least while the point is going on, you have to be totally focused and in the moment of the point. So you cannot be in your mind time traveling to the past or thinking about the future. And so this past year when I've been in a winter of my life, which I talked about yesterday, tennis was great therapy because I couldn't think about what was going on. I had to be in the moment. Come on over and say hi to the crowd here of 3 people. I got my little tabby cat here still surviving today. Come here. You don't want to say hi? She's 19 years old. So she's either saying good morning or she's crying in aches and pains. I'm not sure which. All right, we almost got our coffee. The coffee is always a little bit too hot for me when I drink it black. So the temptation is to put some heavy cream or some milk in there, but I'm drinking black today. So what I do is I put a few ice cubes in. Just 3 or 4. Now when I pour the coffee, it's almost like iced coffee, right? All right, we'll get that ice melting. And then we can start drinking. I hate to wait to drink the coffee. But when you wait to drink the coffee, then you can have your water. You know, I did the 5 a.m. club last year. For a few weeks, I did the 5 a.m. club last year. And just amazing. You get to 10 a.m. and you realize, hey, I got a lot done already. And I still have the rest of the day to live and let live. So that's good. We're going to see how it goes today. Check in with the podcast, everybody. We're going to put that out later today. I got some great guests lined up this year, and it's going to be wonderful. Maybe I'll have my mom on as a guest again this year. She was on my podcast last year. My mom is 90 years young, She's really doing well. She's getting a little bit forgetful, you know, not much more than me. At age 68, full of energy, vigor, ready to roll, take on the day. You're never too old. Do not get in those habits of saying you're too old to start whatever you want to start. And at any time you can change direction to where you want to go. This is not just bullshit. It's real life, real stuff. And that's why I like going live. It's authenticity. It's not fake, over edited. You know it's me and you. And so we're meant for more. We're going after more. And to do that, we got to sometimes change our thinking, actions, and we're going to change our results. All right, you guys are awesome. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I repeat that sometimes because in the vertical mode live for YouTube, people jump in and out of the shorts feed. All right, everybody. Good morning. The 5 a.m. club is alive and well. You're part of it. You're part of the team now. So get after it.